59 points going into the final 12 minutes. That's their lowest total after 3 quarters this season. Clippers defense has been impenetrable at times so far this afternoon. Kawhi out top, off the between the legs, a little bit strong. Here's Randall. Highland, one more to Dosunmu in the corner. Got it.
And I like the change-up for Minnesota, putting size on Kawhi Leonard with Julius Randle.
Nice pass by Leonard to the wing. Here's Miller. One more to Nick Batum, who checked in, and he knocks down the 3. Nick Batum, the Sage veteran, still giving the Clippers some valuable minutes during the course of the regular season.
And the Clippers have plus 15 from the 3-point line. Oh, they're trading their 3s for 2s.
Dosunmu for 3. One and done for Minnesota. Here's Leonard. Pulls it back. Got it. Kawhi Leonard up to 35.
My goodness. I mean, he is making it look really.
24-point lead for the visitors. Reed with the lefty hook off the window. A bucket by Naz Reid. Here's Batum, one more into the corner. Baseline drive and a foul as together without James Harden and Zubac. This is the new look Clippers. The good news is they've got the old look Kawhi Leonard.
And Kawhi had a great quote this week when he talked about the teammates around him getting younger and younger. He said, I'm only getting older, but maybe I can help these guys get better and ride their coattails for a little bit. So we talked to Ty Lue just about what that leadership looks like from a guy like Kawhi. The first words out of his mouth, work ethic. Before games, after games, he's there an hour, hour and a half after the game lifting. The way he takes care of his body is such a great example. And obviously the excitement that he brings on the floor offensively, which tonight is at the top of the list, Jonesy.
Sanders off the feed from Leonard into the corner. Batum couldn't get to the board and rebounded by Naz Reid. Timberwolves in a deep hole right now, facing an imposing 25-point deficit. Reid, what a pass out to Dosunmu. How did it get there? Dosunmu cashes out. What a pass by Naz Reid, though, Stephanie.
It absolutely was. I don't know how he even saw him. Slung it around 2 defenders.
Randall trying to stick Leonard. They double team him with Reid. Leonard out dribbles the double team and got hit on the way to the basket. He'll get 2 shots. Okay, let's take a recent album, The Fall Off. Naz Reid actually got a shout out. Naz Reid range. That's a bar right there.
That is.
Meanwhile, Kawhi Leonard with his 4th 40-point game of the season. Inside at the other end. Bucket by Randall. Leonard on the bounce. Randall up in his chest. The midi on the way, off the mark. The rookie with the rebound. Niederhauser with the putback and 1. Niederhauser will get a chance to complete the 3-point play.
Better.
Yeah, he's already shown flashes this year. In the game against Sacramento, he had a career-high 16, and again, looking against Miller. Randall on the quick rip and go and draws the hit. Knocks down the events.com/all-star. Randall goes 1 for 2, but a foul underneath, and that's going to go against Minnesota, or not. Yes, it is. Leonard 10 points away from a 50-piece. Rejects the screen. And that's going to be a foul against Randall, who immediately raised. That had to be an interesting conversation in the meeting rooms with the front office. 1 through 5, but it's 5 through 9, they get it. If it's 10 or after, they don't.
Well, it has to be a collective commitment to the future, certainly. Yeah. You know, I love reading some of the stories about how amicable it has been with James Harden especially. And, you know, to move not just one starter, but two starters in Ivica Zubac, and the commitment to going young, commitment to playing faster, the commitment.
In full health. Meanwhile, Randall at the free throw line knocks down the first. Randall well under his average on the season.
When heading into this ball game, the 3 games prior, 2 of 15 from the three-point line. So looking to get some reps to just get rhythm, timing, get the feel.
Knocks down the second foul shot. Tell you what, his son Kaiden had a big night. Kaiden, his son, told me he had 28.
Oh my goodness!
In a game a couple of days ago.
He's giving buckets.
Yes. Julius said he should have had 50, Mark. Typical parent, right? A whistle and a foul going to go against.
Self in position to maintain this success.
Yeah, this Clippers team right now, Stephanie, is in the play-in scenario. Edwards with the low gather draws the foul and will go back to the free throw line for a couple of shots. Anthony Edwards, 18 points today, 3 rebounds, a couple of assists. Right now, this Timberwolves team in a daunting hole. Edwards is 79% free throw shooter. NBA All-Star Weekend begins Friday with the celebrity game at Kia Forum in Inglewood, California. Michael Keegan-Key and ESPN's own Shams Charania headline the star-studded rosters. It's always a very entertaining event. Our coverage begins at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on ESPN and the ESPN app. I'm going to be calling the game with Richard Jefferson and Monica McNutt. Should be a fun time. I hope Shams is in the lab a little bit. You got to represent for the
yeah.
The
You
big
definitely
4
have
letters
to. Yeah, you definitely have to do that.
You can't go out there like a scrub. I'm just saying. You also don't want to leave your Achilles tendon at midcourt. Niederhauser with an emphatic punch. 98-74. He's got 13. Edwards with the hezzy. Got to the elbow. That's one of his great spots. And he knocks it down. 22 in the ball game for Anthony Edwards. Nice flash to the free throw line by Leonard. Hits Jones on the wing. Wonderful, pristine execution by Ty Lue's squad. Never doubt what Ty Lue can do with a roster. He is one of the most creative and enterprising coaches in the entire NBA. Off the loose ball, here's Sanders. Sanders on the dribble, piercing the paint. Buy one, get one free for Kobe Sanders. Kobe Sanders at the free throw line, an 81% foul shooter. One of their two-way contract players. They could be facing a decision on him soon in terms of converting contracts. Edwards and Chris Dunn is in his chest like bronchitis right now.
And has been all game long.
Edwards will go to the free throw line. Dunn says, I didn't touch him.
I'm asking for a challenge. They don't have one. They lost it in the lethal on the offensive end. But it's going to take a collective, right? It's going to take a collective. You can't just rely so heavily on the floor. And again, we alluded to it early. It's about the consistency with which you do all the details.
This team doesn't seem to have the same type of defensive presence it had a season ago for whatever reason. Leonard with great footwork. Left it on the front rim, but another opportunity. He says, why not? Gobert with the board. Randall with a nice rim run, got position, and got fouled underneath. With a little over 5.5 minutes to go. This is the first of 6 in a row at home for the Timberwolves. 3 on each side of the All-Star break. 2 shots coming up for Julius Randle. Tough shooting day for Randle as well as Edwards. Those 2 guys really the barometers for this team at the offensive end.
tough because this is the job, right? I mean, you got to find your ways through it, and sometimes it's as simple as just changing up some of the things that you're doing in practice, something to make it a little bit more fun, engaging. But at the championship level teams, find their ways through it, and that's the difference.
My collegiate coach at York University used to let us play dodgeball once a year to break up the monotony. I'm not so sure that was a good idea.
Dodgeball, yeah,
Bones
kickball, some shooting competitions against staff. Now, we got a staff that's pretty competitive, though.
Gobert failing to complete the three-point play. 4.5 minutes to go here in Minneapolis. Leonard with 41 points on a very efficient 14 of 30 from the field. Miller sprays it out to Lopez, unsupervised for three. And right now, Chris Finch's team down 107-82. Finch and his staff feeling disgusted.